Hi, so we're back here with our project that we started last time, and we have a few files in there, and we're going to work with Claude again. So say we come back, and so we're just going to say Claude and bring it up. And you could say resume. If you say resume, it goes and asks you which conversation you want to resume. And this is the one that we did last time, but if there were more than one conversations that you had used Claude for, there would be a whole list here, and you would go with the arrow keys through and pick the one. So whenever you're picking something off a list, you arrow key up and down, and then you hit enter. It's real old style. So okay, so now we're back in the conversation that we just fixed. So now it remembers all the things we did. This is not necessarily what you need to do when you start working on a new session with Claude. You can just have it read the claude.md file and maybe the readme file and figure out what's in there. And it's pretty good at doing that. But if you need the specific steps or things that you did previously, then you would resume. So, okay, so I'm actually just going to clear what we just loaded in and say clear. And so when you clear, it just goes and throws away all the conversations. So now this would be kind of like what it would be like starting again, but you don't want to use the conversation from before, but you still want it to look at everything. So can you look at the Claude? Oh, and if you want to refer to the name of a file, you can just go like this with the @ symbol, and then you can go through and cycle through the different files. I don't know what these agents are down here. These are pretty weird. But okay, but if you wanted to look at the Claude file, you can refer to it like that. And also, let's also make it look at the README file too. So can you look at the Claude and the README and figure out and just say get ready to work. I don't know what you would say. You can say a lot of things. All right, so it read those two files, and now it should be ready to work. So let's figure out what we're going to do. I guess what I want to do is maybe can you move the buttons up to the top of the page above the count. Also label the count. Okay, so let's see. I wanted to put a label by the count that says something like count, and let's see, it's just going to move the so it's reading the file, and then it's going to modify and move the buttons up to the top, and we're just going to say yes this time. And what I want to show you is if you say no, what do you do if you say no? So now it's done. So let's refresh it over here so we can kind of see it. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I want the increment to be below the buttons. I really want the buttons all the way to the top. Okay, and this time I'm going to stop it when it gets ready to edit, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so it's suggesting a change, and oh, did I okay everything? Yeah, I okayed everything, so I gotta like show you this by changing back to that, and I forget how to do that actually. Oh, wait a minute, it says accept edits, get back out of there, accept edits on shift tab cycle. So let's do shift tab. I think that's going to take us to, yeah, so now we're on plan mode. Okay, accepts edits on shift tab for shortcuts. Okay, I'm not sure what we're doing here. I'm not sure what plan mode is. I do know what plan mode is. Plan mode is where you want to work with it, but you don't want it to actually edit anything. And for shortcuts, accepts. Okay. I don't want it to accept. So I think I want it on plan mode maybe. Yeah, let's try that. So let's see what it did. Okay, so it did. So can you move them all the way to the top with no margins? Okay, really, why does it not do? Okay, I think it's supposed to ask me, no, it's just, oh, before it edits the files, it's going to ask me, I hope, because I put it into plan mode. Okay, so whatever. Yes, okay, so here's the thing. So if you want it not to do what it's asking you to do, you can come down here and go like this, and then it kind of expects you to explain what, why you said no. Actually, I want a margin of 50 pixels at the top. Okay. Okay, so it's going to update its plan, and this time I want it to, yes. So finally it's going to edit the CSS, I guess. Okay, and so did it do it? Oh, it did do it. Okay. That looks like more than 50, but okay, perfect. I've made the changes, updated the CSS. Now the buttons will appear. Okay, so the idea is if it does ask you to edit something, you can always stop it with that third option, and then you're supposed to tell it what you want it to do differently. So if it starts to do something weird, then that would be when you would do that. Let's have it fix one more thing. So can you put the count label in front of the count and not above it? Okay, it seems to be in some auto accept mode right now. So, okay, count, right? Good, okay, so